Hello everyone, hello grade 9. This is Batul, an English teacher from Taqarib School. In the previous lesson, we had an introduction about Module 5, Money Doesn't Bring Happiness. And we found out the meaning of these words and we created sentences using them. And we also answered the question here. Now, let's start with the question 4. So, the words in the box relate to money and the positive and negative values that can be associated with it. Find out the meanings for the words and then say whether they are positive or negative. So, we're gonna read the words first, then find out the meaning of them from the glossary, then we're gonna decide or find out which words are positive and which words are negative. We're going to divide them into positive and negative. So let's start with reading them. 1. Debt. 2. Wasteful. 3. Sensible. 4. Bankrupt. 5. Stolen. 6. Thrifty. 7. Fraud. 8. Generous. 9. Charitable. 10. Greedy. Again, debt, wasteful, sensible, bankrupt, stolen, thrifty, fraud, generous, charitable, greedy. Let's start with the first word, which is debt. What is the meaning of debt? And is it positive or negative value? Does it hold a positive or a negative value? So debt is a noun, is the money that a person owes to another. Debt is the money that a person owes to another. So is debt a negative or positive value? In our society, it's of course a negative value. So debt is negative. 2. Wasteful. What's the meaning of wasteful? Wasteful is an adjective because it ends with full. Any word that ends with ful is an adjective. It means using more money, time, or effort than one needs. Again, using more money, time, or effort than one needs. This is the meaning of wasteful. Is wasteful a positive or negative value? Yes, it's a negative value. Wasteful is a negative value. Now, sensible. What is the meaning of sensible? Sensible is an adjective. It means a wise person who has a good sense of judgment. A wise person who has a good sense of judgment. So, is sensible a positive or a negative value? Yes, sensible is a positive value. So, this is first positive word that we have. It's sensible. So because being a wise person and has a good sense of judgment is always positive value. And now bankrupt. What's the meaning of bankrupt? Bankrupt, first of all, is an adjective. Bankrupt is unable to pay one's debts. Unable to pay one's debts. So, is it a negative or positive value? Not being able to pay one's debts. Yes, it's a negative value. Bankrupt is similar to the word broke. So, He's poor. And the word stolen. What's the meaning of stolen? Stolen is an adjective. It's something taken dishonestly from other people. Something taken dishonestly from other people. So is stolen a positive or a negative value? Yes, stolen is a negative value. Next, thrifty. Thrifty, the word thrifty. What's the meaning of thrifty? Thrifty is also an adjective. Is spending money carefully and wisely. Spending money carefully and wisely. So is thrifty a good value, positive value, or a negative value? Yes, of course, it's a positive value. And next, fraud. Fraud. What's the meaning of fraud? Fraud is a noun. It's an act of dishonesty for the purpose of gaining money or goods. Again, is an act of a dishonesty for the purpose of gaining money or goods. So is fraud a negative or a positive value? Yes, it's of course a negative. Yes, definitely a negative value. Next, we have generous. What's the meaning of generous? And is it a verb, noun, or adjective? Yes, generous is an adjective. It's having the will to give a lot of money and time for others. Having the will to give a lot of money and time for others. So is it a positive or negative value? Yes, generous has a positive value. Now next, charitable. Charitable. What's the meaning of charitable? Charitable is an adjective. It's relating to an action of helping the poor. Relating to an action of helping the poor. So is charitable a positive value or a negative value? Yes, charitable has a positive value. It's a positive value, definitely. And the last word, greedy. What's the meaning of a greedy? Greedy is an adjective. It means always wanting more money, food, power, etc. Greedy means always wanting more money, food, power, etc. Is it a positive or a negative value? Yes, greedy is a negative value. So again, the words that are considered positive are sensible, thrifty, generous, charitable, and the words which are considered negative are debt, wasteful, bankrupt, stolen, fraud, and greedy. So this is the end of this page. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.